Support your local restaurant scene by tasting some of the best food Louisville chefs have to offer with Apron Inc. Chef in a Box. And this month's feature is especially sweet. Joining me is Marguerite Chat with Heitzman's Traditional Bakery, and of course Dan Dry with Apron Inc. You guys always have the best food. Every time you come in, you just bring a spread. And so normally you are known for, of course, your baked goods, your cookies and cakes. But a lot of people don't realize you have quite the food menu too.
We do. What we have, and we have a full-time chef that actually works for us, and she's amazing. And we do a lot of things for lunch and also breakfast too. Catering is something that we do and have been doing for about 85 years. So it's something that we really want to bring out to the public. And we kind of do that with Apron Inc. We do a lot for them and have been doing that for several years now.
It is just so special. And for those who just aren't familiar with Apron Inc., what do you guys do?
So we are a nonprofit, and we help restaurants, the employees of restaurants who are locally owned and locally operated. If an employee has some type of a health issue, another issue, we do one-time grants. And recently, with all the flooding, you can imagine we were, no pun intended, huge pun intended, flooded with grants.
Yes.
If someone's place catches on fire, if they have cancer, if they have a health issue, they don't have insurance, we help them out. We've been around for 13 years. I was one of the founders of Chef in a Box.
I was going to ask, how long have you been involved
with this? This August will be 5 years. We did it at the start of COVID because restaurants were closed down. And awesome. Not only do I get to help officiate and get everything going with Caroline from Simply PR, I get to photograph every Chef in the Box, so I get to taste
Absolutely.
every Chef in the Box. My wife and I had this meal last night for our dinner, and it was nothing short of five-star amazing. Just incredible.
Well, it looks absolutely incredible. It looks like it's ready for a photo shoot, just about. Dan was kind of staging this up for us before we got started here this morning. But tell us what is going to be on this menu.
So what we have is it's all German. So please keep that in mind. We are a German bakery, and we want to keep that in our community as much as we can. Of course, there's a lot of other things we do too. But we've got a German braised chicken that has spices, and it also has a mustard pesto sauce on top. You're going to get a fine leg ×2, and then you're going to get some yeast rows and our dill potato salad that's made with sour cream and mayonnaise, fresh dill, and red bud potatoes and green onions. And then for dessert is our famous butter kuka.
Of course.
That is something that's over a 135-year-old recipe that started with my great-grandfather back in 1891.
Wow.
So that started with Jacob. So we are the founder of the butter kuka. So this is a meal that's really going to satisfy anybody who has, you know, the German heritage, and just if you love chicken, and just it's just a great menu to have together that's really going to brighten your spring.
I was going to say.
On top of that, get a $25 gift card to be used on a future visit.
That's right.
Yes.
And you get all this for $50?
Yeah.
What a deal.
What a deal indeed. And to go back and, you know, graduation season's coming up, wedding season is around the corner too.
That's
so you can go back in there and get a catering order to get more of this delicious food.
And we're 7 days a week. And with working with Apron Inc., it's really broaden our horizons as far as the community. And we want to help the community as much as we can. And this is one of the things that we really try to stress to all of even our employees. You know, let's help others because they're helping us.
Absolutely.
And we've been around for 135 years, so we're going to make it another 100, hopefully.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, you've been renovating constantly, upgrading some equipment, but keeping that traditional menu, but, you know, learning along the way, too.
That's right. And we got a full-time chef, and we do everything as far as pastries and deli and all that, too. So, you know, Mother's Day is just around the corner, so don't forget that, too.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And so Chef in a Box, they feature a brand new person every single month, but then Apron Inc. also has some events coming up too.
We do. We have a Taste of the Independence, and that is on July 13th. that will be held at Noble Funk. And then on November 13th, we have at the Olmsted 10 Taste Salute, which is a little bit more formal. Amazing with chefs and cocktails. Both are wonderful. And then, as you have said, we do this once every month. So please go to aproninc.org and check out what we do. It's a wonderful organization. We've been around 13 years.
And counting.
And counting.
That's
and
right.
we have, in those 13 years, given out $1 million in grants.
Absolutely
So.
incredible. So again, you can place your order now for May 21st and 22nd by calling the bakery. Go to 502-426-7736. And again, to learn more about all the great work that Apron Inc. is doing in our community, just go to aproninc.org.